Hey girl, hey! So this is your pre-recorded video, no live today, this morning. Tuesdays are crazy days for me. Oh, this is a long one. Ooh, this vibe better not be this. I have, remember I said the spiritual sign or message for this week is all about listening to the people in your household. I feel like I am very actively listening to, especially my children. Maybe not so much Troy, but don't tell him that. I still got the rest of the week, guys. Shh, don't tattle on me. But Cutler, I told you he was grumpy yesterday. And then on the way home from school, I said, you know what we should look for? We should look for a magical feather. And if we find a magical, I knew there was a feather already on the way home from school. If we find a magical feather, it will bring us good luck all week. And then when he found it, he was so excited. And then we went and we hid it on the front porch. And it's like in the rocks and nobody sees it. And then every time we walk past it, we giggle, hee hee, we got a secret magic feather. But that's like something to get him to actively be happier. Like it just, something about your household, they're a little stressed. They need a little bit of uplifting. So, and then Connor, I don't know. He actually had therapy yesterday, his extra therapy, and she said that he had a lovely time with her. So hopefully that was amazing. So dare to be yourself. Stand up and show the world who you are. Your most genuine self is not the self that seeks to fit in. It is the part of you that is wild, unexpected, and extraordinary. Own that part of you. Show yourself the acceptance and respect that you deserve, and in doing so, you will be asking the same of others. It takes courage to be unapologetic about who you are. Be courageous and do it anyways. That is like basically what I'm doing now, because there are so many people that really like relate me to the meanest crap. Like, I don't know, meanest stuff. Like I am not a bad person, and praying for people in my own way, in my own rituals, in my own spirit, how I feel directed is not in any way, shape, or form any different than what somebody does in a church. Like I just do it differently. I'm sending light this way, you send light that way. Okay? And I don't care if you're judging me, because I know what I'm doing is of light. So you can keep thinking it's not. It's powerful to be in the company of someone who accepts themselves fully, flaws and all. They stand taller with their head held high, majestic. They know who they are and they own that. Today is your turn to own it. Who are you really? What about yourself do you withhold from others out of shame, judgment, or embarrassment? Write yourself a note. Detail your answer. Can you take a stand for who you are by sharing some part of that with someone else? I share it with you guys every day. Dare to be the most authentic version of yourself, and so too will others. I hope that I have given you the courage to understand that, like, you can find your own spiritual path. You want to start your business, you can start your business. You're a busy mom, you want to share parts of that. Like, whatever you want to share that society tells you you can't share, or you can't be proud of, you can't post, like, block people that try to tell you otherwise and find your real people, your real tribe. Enjoy the freedom that comes from deep self-acceptance and self-love. You are worthy of it all. Accept all parts of you. Even the parts that people tell you are too sensitive, too much, you talk too much, you I don't know, work too much, you think too much, you play too much. Whatever people say is too much, that's a them problem. That's not a you problem. Don't even worry about that. Okay, and then the other message that I have, healing doesn't always roar. Sometimes it comes in whispers, warm drinks, soft blankets, and letting the dishes wait. You don't have to be loud about your growth. Today, honor your quiet progress. Celebrate the parts of you that healed in silence. One of the things that really stood out in that Monday morning meditation that we did, that we're starting to do with the sound baths, was what part of your story are you not telling, or are you trying to skip over in your book? If you wrote a book about yourself, what are you trying to skip over? And a lot of us think, I'm not skipping anything. I own everything, right? But think about a time when you were surviving, and if you hadn't been surviving and just pushing through, you would have fallen apart, or everything would have fallen apart. I guarantee there are emotions or things that you need to think about, and you need to honor, and you need to heal from. So those moments where you were surviving, think about those, acknowledge those emotions, and then let them go. It's okay that we survived those moments and we just pushed and we didn't see anything else. But now we need to revisit and release. And we can do that silently. Okay, I hope you guys have a beautiful Tuesday. Don't forget to love yourself, self-care, and don't forget to listen to people in your household because they really need you to listen. Open your ears, let them hear you. Bye.